Trading presents many challenges, but probably the greatest challenge of them all is against yourself, your own mind, your own emotions. Let's talk about it. Hello there, this is James and you're watching an episode of Trading Bites. Trading Bites is a brand new educational sort of video series I'm trying to put together where we give you like little bite-size, these bits of education, sort of whet your appetite a bit. Obviously we'll do bigger courses down the line, but this is just to give you a short bit of information in a short little video. Today's topic is something that I think is so overlooked, and I really consider it probably one of the most important aspects about trading, and that is market psychology. It's part one because it's a big topic. But before we get into all of that, don't forget these little episodes or these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. So obviously there's a lot of courses out there in relation to understanding technical analysis or fundamental analysis or market sentiment, this sort of thing, all are incredibly important to understand and to learn. But there's very few videos out there or courses out there to discuss about market psychology, because that is probably the biggest hurdle. One of the biggest hurdle is yourself, understanding who you are, controlling your actions and controlling your emotions. Like I said at the beginning of this little video, this is a huge topic. So this is why we're just doing part one today. And part one, I am going to discuss probably the biggest hurdle most traders really struggle, or wannabe traders struggle to get over. And this is a huge challenge. One of the greatest battles of them all, the battle between hope and fear. Now, the battle and hope and fear, or battle between hope and fear, is the biggest, or one of the biggest challenges every trader has faced or is facing, and it's the most difficult thing to overcome. It's huge. But James, what is the battle of hope and fear? Let me explain it. Or let me paint you a scenario, even better. I never guarantee anything in trading. I guarantee you this, that you've gone through this experience, or you're going through this experience right now. Say, for example, you have a trade in the market and all of a sudden, it goes into the green, makes a little bit of profit. You start feeling happy. You get like happy feelings in your belly, you get tingly. Oh, I'm brilliant. I'm profitable, I'm winning. But then what sneaks in is fear that any minute that happy feeling will disappear, because you're suddenly worried that the market, though you're in profit now, might suddenly go against you. So what do? You close that trade, snatching at that profit, a small profit. Let's do another scenario, or reverse of that scenario. You have a trade in the market, and all of a sudden it's in a loss. And you're like, I don't want to close it at a small loss, because I'm sure the market's going to recover. The market's going to go back. The market's going to go back, and I'll be in a profit. I don't want to take this loss. But it gets bigger, that loss. So you then start to hope and hope and hope that trade is going to come back into profit, and you hold on to it. You hold on to it with hope that the market's going to recover, and before you know it, you've taken a bigger loss, or you're tapped out. Simple as that. Now, the battle of hope and fear is so difficult to overcome, because it's all to do with our emotions. All to do with our emotions. Because what you tend to see, and this is one of the biggest, like I said at the beginning, this is one of the biggest hurdles any trader faces. And if you look at most trading accounts, certainly of the new beginners, that you will see, you look at their track history, okay, they have many winning trades and only a few losing trades. But the difference is, those winning trades are small little profits. Small profits, because they've allowed fear to rule their judgment. Fear that profitable trade will disappear any minute. And their few losing trades are so much bigger because they've had hope sneak into their trading decision, hoping that they will recover. And if you then look at that account is most likely in the red. And I'm pretty sure most retail traders, most retail accounts look like that. Because like I say, the battle between hope and fear, the biggest challenge. And it makes sense. I can explain to you why this happens. Because like I said a few minutes ago, this is emotionally driven. Now, our emotions are controlled by the limbic system part of our brain. Okay, that part of our brain controls our emotions, but it also controls our memories, stores our memories at the same time. So both our emotions and memories are connected. So we can remember when we had a trade in the market and we were happy and it's profitable, and we kept it open, and some of the market turned, and we remember that moment. That's why we fear it's going to close. Plus, at the same time, we remember that when we had a trade in the market, it was in a loss, and we panicked and we closed it, and then all of a sudden the market recovered again. We remember that, and it dictates our emotions. So, like I say, this is a really difficult thing to overcome, because it's psychological, it's in here, it's in our memories, it's in our emotions, it's stored there. So the battle of hope and fear is a massive Everest of a mountain to overcome. The only real solution to overcoming that, or overcoming this battle, so to speak, is that we try and take the emotions out of it, out of our trading decision. We try and take the emotions out of it, and it's really difficult to do that. Let's face it, there's so much market noise, there's technicals, there's charts, bars are doing this, all of a sudden like that. It's exciting, it's stimulating, it gets to us, and it's very difficult to get that under control. The only real way to do it is to try and approach it a little bit more like a machine, without the emotions, without our memories. And what I always suggest is building a trader's journal or trader's diary. And I will do a video on this, how to build a trader's diary or journal, what to do and what to include with it. But just to give you in a nutshell, it's so simple. This is the idea. This is one tool which can help you overcome the battle of hope and fear. And that is, you can do it on an Excel sheet, okay? You can make a few columns. You put the date, the instrument you're trading, okay? The entry level, your exit level, as in your target, your stop loss, key stop loss, and your take profit level, which you would say is your exit level, really. And the reasons behind your decision. Now, the idea of that, and here's the thing, the idea with this is you put in that information in all those boxes, all that information, you fill those boxes in first before you click trade. So you don't open a trade and then put those boxes in. No, you fill in those boxes first and then you click trade. That way you're taking out the emotions, you're looking at it rationally, you're controlling your risk, you're setting your take profit as well, and you're putting down your reasons for that trading decision. It's not emotional. It's more thought out. And that is one way to try and counterattack against the battle between hope and fear. Like I say, this is probably the most difficult thing to overcome, but as soon as you identify it, there's the old saying, as soon as you realize there is a problem, you can address it. As soon as you know why you're doing these things and acting this way, and you know there is a battle between hope and fear, the sooner you can solve it. Anyway, like I said, this is just part one. I will be doing bigger episodes on the psychology of trading. I will do a video on building a market diary and journal and go into more detail with that as well. But anyway, this is just, like I say, Trading Bites, a little bite-sized piece. I hope it helps. I hope you've seen this and you can identify with it and go, yeah, that is affecting me and I need to try and overcome it. Anywho, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.